Good. Can you hear everything okay? Okay. Thank you guys for being here.
So much going on in this town. We're so lucky to have an expert around. But when you need advice on what's really going down, take it from Tara. With so many choices, it ain't easy. Get the bang for your buck, give your dollar a squeezy. The girl's got the answer, you better believe me. Take it from Tara. Take it from Tara. Take it from Tara. Take it from Tara.
The great Korean Eddie, and what a fabulous jingle that is. Welcome to the show this afternoon, and the dulcet tones of Eddie Humphries playing underneath me. Barb and Eddie are our musical guests today, much loved from years, 16 years playing at Johnny's. We want to tell you that ABC Security and the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society Man and Woman of the Year contest is the reason for us being here today. It's Team Blood, Sweat, and Cheers for Linda Herrick Hillenbrand's campaign to become Woman of the Year, and we thank her for her sponsorship. We also thank Amy Bach of Bach Creative Services for sponsoring CARF. It's KARF. It stands for Kentucky Animal Relief Fund, and it's just wonderful. It adopts and cares for senior dogs, and those dogs that are not adopted remain in the care of CARF for the remainder of their lives. So what a wonderful effort CARF is right now. As we said, Barb and Eddie are our musical guests. Tim Kelty, a massage therapist and bodywork expert, is with us. Rebecca Eves of the Arrow Fund has a new love story to share, and all of us have already fallen in love. Gary Sampson, host of the Kentuckiana Blues Hour right here on Crescent Hill Radio, is in for an interview. And Catherine Furrow on Acting for Your Life, who today happens to be my co-host.
I am so excited.
I am so excited, too, and I love the fact that you two have immediately connected because
yeah.
you're a filmmer, you're an actor, in addition to being a massage therapist, of course.
Perfect combination.
Kind of like Clark Kent, you know, he's a reporter and Superman, so...
Who is this guy?
Who is this masked man? And Barb and Eddie, just an absolutely tremendous couple. They have been performing together for so many years, and Eddie, hold on that beautiful sax. That soprano. I love that. It's so beautiful. How long have you two worked together anyway? You better talk into that mic right there, Eddie, if you're going to answer anything.
Well, I saw this beautiful lady about 16 years ago, and I says,
cute.
I didn't know she could sing.
So you just decided to give her a shot, right?
Oh, we started playing at Johnny's. Her first job she ever had. We knew 7 songs the first night we played there. That's a true story.
And you just played them over and over again, right?
Absolutely. We took long breaks.
I love it.
Barb, he's so full of it, it's not even funny.
You're absolutely right.
You've been in the entertainment field for years, and I'm dying to hear more about what you actually do, because besides being a singer, you know, with Eddie, you have a fabulous show that involves a tremendous number of trick dogs and a person on a unicycle. And I've seen it on YouTube, and I have to make it to a live performance because I know you do a lot of schools and other performances. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, we're called Divas and Dogs, and
I love that.
my partner Diane Wozniak is a circus performer. She was with Cirque du Soleil. She's been in the Russian circus, the Chinese circus. She's been in circuses all over the world.
You can see that from the performance.
And she does a lot of different acrobatics. She used to do a lot more, but you know how age is.
Yeah, we're all getting there. Don't worry.
Yeah, and she's also
you do need a good massage therapist.
That's right.
The key.
Oh yeah. She's an animal trainer, and we have 3 Australian Shepherds. So I write all the songs for our show and sing them, and Diane does all the stunts and does all the animal training, and together we create this kind of variety show that we do at summer theaters, amphitheaters, festivals, schools, retirement homes, that kind of.
You have to let us know when the next live performance is coming
Okay.
up.
I get to clean up after him.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's cold.
You're the pooper scooper.
I didn't want to say it, but
Eddie Humphries.
isn't that amazing?
Eddie Humphries, Jazzman and Pooper Scooper.
Tara's
Holy
got
smoke.
talent right here.
Dragging the rear.
I have more talent in this room than you can even imagine. I've scooped enough poop in my life, Eddie. I totally relate. So, Catherine, you and I have had many wonderful interactions, including the fact that you are a filmmaker creating a local project, which we call local very loosely. It's got international implications, international following.
Yeah.
It's called Breath of Heaven, and it's amazing.
Oh, thank you. I'm so proud of it, and to have you a part of it. I mean, we've talked about this, how honored I am that you love it so much, and it has grown from an idea, 20 years ago to this screenplay that has just become something that a lot of people are attaching themselves to. They can relate to it, and they're excited about it because projects like this happen all over the world in towns just like this one.
But you're doing something unique. Herschel Zond is your partner in this fantastic movie, Breath of Heaven, which is a period piece set in about the 1850s to 60s. You're shooting it in historic locations like the Culbertson Mansion in Louisville and the Culbertson Mansion in New Albany, just to bring the group here up to speed.
Yeah.
And you're doing something unusual in that you're actually fundraising through Indiegogo so that you can pay people to do this
That's
instead
right.
of going, hey, we're making a movie, come on out and do it for free, which everybody does. And
Yeah.
you're actually taking the high road on that.
We're trying to, and that's the goal of our company, actually, FYL Entertainment. We were just talking about it. I spent about 10 years in New York and worked and needed to come back home and take care of my family, and it was just hard to find sustainable opportunities. So we said, why not create our own? And
I love that.
we built our budget around the idea of who needed to get what as opposed to what we needed to get out of it, and that's how we're doing it on Indiegogo, Breath of Heaven. If people are interested, check it out.
All right. Well, I think we need to have an audition right now on set
Yes.
because Tim Kelty is also an actor in addition to being a
I
massage
was
therapist.
hoping to hear about the story.
Let's have a little improv.
Let's have a little improv.
Well, I had my Altoid. Is that Breath of Heaven enough?
Oh, hey.
Wow.
He'll be here for the next.
Play those sound effects.
Yes.
Tim, seriously, yesterday you and I were helping a friend paint, literally. For hours this weekend, we painted and painted and painted, and my neck has been killing me, and you sat me down in a chair and did some really miraculous things. I don't know exactly what, but for some reason, I woke up this morning without neck pain for the first time in several weeks. So
Wow.
thank you. Talk to me a little bit about your massage therapy and body work, because we know you're a man of all skills and all talent levels, including being a consummate actor.
I'm a legend in my own
You
mind.
are. Can we have another saxophone?
And he's modest.
How about a...
He's on his own. He's on his own. No, he's on his own.
It's serious work though, being a massage therapist, because you have people's lives literally in your hands and their happiness and their well-being. So talk to us a little bit about your experience with that.
Yeah, I think where I'd like to start is kind of where it started for me.
Yes.
And it's interesting being here with you today because I was a working actor in St. Paul, Minnesota. I was about 3-4 years out of college. And my first passion was doing children's theater, which I was discovering I couldn't afford a car. I couldn't, there was a lot of life realities that I was coming to face with. So I thought if I were to move to a bigger market like New York or LA, I'd rather not wait tables. I don't want to drive a cab. What's something that would mean something to me that I could do? And massage therapy just kind of jumped at me. And so I did a little research, and I found the Minneapolis School of Massage and Bodywork. And what drew me to them was their motto, which was and is, through our hands, we project our hearts.
Oh, I love that.
And it sounds, it sounds like a Hallmark card or something. And yet, it really pulled me, and I didn't realize it at the time. I'd never had a massage. I came up very simple. I came up kind of in a blue-collar environment, and massage to me was something millionaires did.
Sure.
So the first day of school, or class for me, I went and got a massage from one of the student therapists because they were like, half price or whatever.
Wow.
And I was like, holy moly, this is great. And I was really hooked. And so it took me about 1.5 years to be certified. And what I didn't know at the time that I came to learn was how much I needed that in my life. I was so... my internal life was really ramped up at that time of my life, just a lot of adrenaline, and I was kind of an adrenaline junkie, being an artist and an actor and all this stuff. So I found firsthand how massage helped me discover what it was like to live comfortably, to begin to learn how to live comfortably inside my own body.
Amazing.
Wow.
And so these days, it's really wild because for a lot of great reasons, massage therapy has sort of been catching up with the medical community. Now the licensure process is very thorough, and the hours that one needs to be licensed in, say, in the state of Kentucky,
Sure.
you get good, vigorous training. So one of the things that I like about my particular certificate is it says, blah, 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 certified in the art and science of massage therapy.
Nice.
Very nice.
And I've always felt a little more connected to the art end of it. Yesterday, when we were together, you and I, you know, your body was activated because you'd just been working.
Right.
So I knew not to do a whole lot. All I was thinking at that time was to just slow you down.
Yes.
Slow your breath down.
And it worked.
That's awesome.
And you know this from your love of animals, how they respond to touch.
Yes.
We modern people, I think, we're so cerebral, and that's not all bad. It's great that we can figure so much stuff out and have all these great mental and electronic resources. And we're also animals. We're also very basic creatures, and touch is one of the main features that we need. And there's so much documentation about that, how touch helps slow the heart rate, increases respiration. Organized touch, like, say, massage therapy, really is about helping the body help itself, help hastening removal of waste products. Healing process. So like if you're a jock, or if you're just an average person, a weekend warrior, but you've been doing a lot of work around the house or something, you build up natural waste products. Say if you're unfortunate enough to have a car accident or something, and it's a more impactful trauma, massage therapy can go a long way in helping ease adhesions and ease scar tissue, helping support the recovery from more profound traumas to the body.
When was the
That's
last time you
amazing.
had a massage, Catherine?
I had a massage 3.5 years ago.
Oh my gosh. I think you're due.
I think I'm due. Open your books. Let's set the appointment.
Yeah, people always ask too, how often should I get a massage? And one of the things I really work on with my clients, one of my hopes as a therapist, is to empower people to a point where they are paying attention to themselves.
Right.
I think that's one of the number one
So
things
important.
we do in our work. And again, it comes back to one of the first things I learned in acting was, before going on stage, the whole warm-up process was about relieving undue tension.
That's right.
We all live
I
with
saw Eddie
Yeah.
doing push-ups
Yeah.
in the parking lot.
Is that what that was?
Barbara was doing jumping jacks. Eddie was doing push-ups. So
Building it up.
At our age, we do anything.
Well, and something that I wanted to say here today, and this is great that you guys are here, because from my background, I'm a big believer in ripple effects. So I love working with parents. I love working with social workers. I love working with teachers. And so I have ongoing specials for educators.
wonderful.
And not just, teachers, but anybody. If you're in a school or an education facility, even if you're the cook, you're in the mess. You're in.
No kidding.
Yeah.
You're
That's
in
the
the-
toughest
That's
job in
right.
the world.
and also for musicians and performing artists, I run, and visual artists, more so because, well, I played guitar here as a musical guest a while back, and I'm
And
not
he
a-
was great.
Well, that's so sweet of you, but it's interesting because I'm not a musician first, and I love to do it, but I'm so tense when I do it. I still haven't found that place of relaxation when I play.
Sure.
And so it's physical work, and also I'm really big on we artists just kind of taking care of and supporting our well-being.
Yeah, and we always do that last, I think, as artists, always, because, when we've talked about the balance, if you don't have your life in balance, then you can't be a successful artist.
Yeah.
The suffering doesn't help.
One of the things that I like to emphasize, I'm so grateful, number one, Tara, to be here talking about this today.
I am grateful for you.
For me, what distinguishes my work, I think, in a lot of ways is, at the end of the day, and you can read about this, I have a bunch of short videos on my massage website, timkelty.massagetherapy.com.
Oh, good.
And if you just Google my name, it'll probably come up. I love helping people feel whole. I sort of have the sense that, at least for myself, during the course of just even a day, I go in about 45 different directions, sometimes at the same time.
Yes.
And so to have someone hold still, and I think of myself, honestly, as a tour guide. Guess what? Here you are.
Yeah.
Oh, and here you are.
Exactly.
And here, and...
These are the exits.
Actually, I don't tour.
No,
there.
no, okay. I wasn't going to go there, but hey. Yeah, leave it to me for the blind joke. There you go.
That is hysterical.
That happened.
It did. It did.
I still want to see a little audition process go here. And if you were going to audition for Catherine in a period piece in the 1850s.
Oh, hang on. I have to do it.
Okay.
Where is it set? Is it set in
New Orleans and New York.
Yeah.
We're filming here in Louisville and in New Albany.
That's going to lead to some interesting dialect
Could.
possibilities.
One of the
Depends.
characters is Irish.
Yes.
The hero.
One of the other.
Most of my Irish dialect is cursing.
Well, I can't do that on the air, but I know
member
you
of my
do.
family?
I know he does a mean Delta Airlines representative.
Nice.
It's so funny. A period. Delta
Delta
Airlines. If you would look to the rear of the barn, you would notice that there are stalls and saddles.
And then,
Well done.
What
Well
about,
done.
What about the helpline people? You're very good at the helpline people.
The helpline people.
Yeah, the people you call. For like,
I don't think, my friend, that there is any need for a technician of this sort in this film.
those are the helpline people. They're all in Bombay and in Calcutta and in New Delhi. It's a huge East Indian call center population, and you
you
do
go.
that very well.
Well, it's funny because I have a client who is a paraplegic, and this individual is so strong in her upper body, but she has a lot of ongoing medical management issues
Sure.
and stuff. So when I'm with her, I lean into the part of me that likes to do funny stuff and comedy stuff, and
Yes.
that voice came to me, and I like to be. It's such an interesting time we live in because I'm big about showing respect to everybody. So when I do voices like that, I mean no disrespect.
Oh, Terry Miners has been trashing every group of people for 30 years, and everybody loves him. So
I really want to do a meditation series using that voice.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
But have it be comedy because even myself in my life, I try to get body work about once every 10 days or 2 weeks.
Yes.
Fortunately, I have a bunch of people that I trade with and so on, so the financial impact is minimal for
Yes.
me. But when I'm in my life, I notice that it can be hard for me to slow down. So comedy helps me get there. And I notice even when I'm sitting by myself just trying to be with my breath, that's work.
yes.
So to be able to hear something, whether it's nice music or something else to help me get centered, that's all. I use whatever works.
It's all about healing.
Yes, it is. TimKelty.massagetherapy.com is the website, and give him a cell phone number if you've got a. Do you want to give out your cell phone
Absolutely.
number?
That's my
Okay.
work number, and it's area code 502-689-6298.
If you have any questions, information, desperate need for a massage, or entertainment through Tim's cavalcade of characters, and look for him upcoming in Catherine Furrow's Breath of Heaven.
The little-known Indian flight attendant.
Tim, thank you for coming in today. We appreciate
Thank you so much, Tara. It's a pleasure.
Oh, love you so much, and thanks for being here. We want to thank AVC Security because their sponsorship of Take It From Tara via promotion of the Leukemia Lymphoma Society is critical to us. Our friend Linda Herrick Hillenbrand is competing for Woman of the Year. It's the Man and Woman of the Year competition. Whoever raises the most money between now and the middle of June is going to be crowned Man or Woman of the Year. So you can look up our team Blood, Sweat, and Tears on Facebook, and it's hilarious. They're having fundraisers all over the place. So once again, thanks to AVC Security. The Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's Man and Woman of the Year campaign is a national 10-week effort to raise funds to help find cures for blood cancers. Candidates like Linda Herrick Hillenbrand agree to utilize their leadership abilities and resources to conduct their own fundraising campaigns. Monies raised help the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society fund blood cancer research and provide education and support services for patients and their families. The candidates who raise the most funds will be awarded the titles of the chapter's Man and Woman of the Year on June 7th at the Galt House. Find out more at Linda Herrick Hillenbrand's Facebook page. AVC Security, thank you for your sponsorship. We appreciate you. And Barb and Eddie, I would like a full tune. Do you have one for me?
Let's Got one.
And then you're going to meet the cutest thing that ever walked into this studio.
Oh, thanks.
Barb and Eddie.
Little song by Steely Dan. In the morning you go gunning for the man who stole your water, and you fight till he is done, but they catch you at the border. And the mourners are all singing as they drag you by your feet, but the hangman isn't hanging, and they put you on the street. You go back, Jack, do it again. We'll turn it around and when you go back, Jack, do it again. When you know she's a low high climber, then you find your only friend in a room with your two-timer, and you're sure you're near the end. Then you love a little wild one, and she brings you only a sorrow. All the time you know she's smiling, you'll be on your knees tomorrow. You go back, Jack, do it again. We'll turn it around and round. You go back, Jack, do it again. Now you swear and kick and beg us that you're not a gambling man. Then you find you're back in Vegas with that handle in your hand. Your black cards can make you money, so you hide them when you're able. In the land of milk and honey, you must put them on the table. You go back, Jack, do it again. We'll turn it around and round. You go back, Jack, do it again.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Barb and Eddie,
Thank you.
wonderful. Okay, you guys are obviously not playing at Johnny's because they closed the place
Right.
in the tradition of all great Louisville restaurants. So what is your home now? Are you
Well-
looking for one?
Well, we have a home on Wednesday nights for starters.
good.
We're at Majid's restaurant.
I love Majid.
It's in St. Matthews in Chenoweth Square.
Yes.
So we're there on Wednesdays, and I think we're going to be adding Tuesday and Wednesdays for both of us.
Excellent.
And then on Friday nights, we're playing at a little place called the Four Kings.
Really?
On Jennings Lane. It's a little neighborhood cafe. Up until now, they have only been open for lunch. And when they heard that Johnny's had closed, they called us right away and
Fantastic.
said, "Please come and play on Friday night." So
Love it. We'll look forward to hearing more from Barb and Eddie. And now we have the love of our life, The new love of our life today. This is Olive, the other reindeer.
That's right. We got that. We
Rebecca
actually said
Eves.
it looks like she looks just like all of the other reindeer.
She's such a love.
Rebecca Eves from the Arrow Fund, saver of all animals who are horribly abused, neglected, abandoned, left to die, broken, ill, and gosh, I can't even think of all the other things that the Arrow Fund does, but you and the other Rebecca who's standing
Yes.
right behind
The
you.
two Rebeccas.
Who happens,
Watch out.
happens
Yeah.
to be Olive's medical foster, am I
Correct.
correct? That takes a huge amount of work. And Catherine, every time they come in here, they bring a more tragic story.
Oh my gosh, we have a rescue, and we just fell in love with her. So I can only imagine how
Yes.
much love there is to go around with what you
When
do.
you bring them in such a critical state, it's just so emotional. Number one, and then to see that little spark of they're getting better, and through the help of the community, and through the Arrow Fund on our Facebook page, the Arrow Fund, please join us. You know, people get involved and they fall in love with these animals, and they make a difference. I mean, and you really see the process. It's fantastic.
obvious in the way that she
She's
enjoys
fantastic.
being held. And,
Yes,
you know.
Olive has not been able to not be held, or since she came to us about 3 weeks ago. We got a phone call from Olive Hill, Kentucky. She was being passed around at a gas station. 4 people that I know of, and the person that currently had her outside in a box, cardboard box, and the rain was looming. Okay, it was just all over the state, and I'm like, and they couldn't help transport. So through the power of Facebook and friends of ours, we had someone go pick her up, and then another foster, one of our board members, Catherine Callahan, brought her on in.
She's
and
amazing.
Her humerus bone was just broken, and infection was really in there. The break had been there for over a week.
And you can see the scars on her poor little
she
shoulder.
has a plate and screws. Then she got like a green stick fracture, which we had good news today.
Good.
That has healed.
Good.
Yay, yay, yay.
And a green twig fracture is what I got on my toe, where your bones are so flexible that they twist like a green branch.
Yes, and it just came off of
Spiral
one side
fracture.
of the plate, and that has healed. So we're just waiting for the growth of the bone to continue to improve around the plate and the screws.
She's licking her
Yes,
wound.
see, she's showing you.
The amazing power of saliva.
Yes.
That's right.
Olive is, maybe 4 months old now?
Yeah, getting very close to 4 months. We approximated her age at like 3 months when she came in, and we're going on about 4 months now.
Turn your body just a little bit up towards the cameras so that her white and brown will show up against your black, because I know that Kathy is going to want to see how adorable she is. Now, what is Olive's prognosis, number one?
Well, we're hopeful. We're still waiting for cultures to come back. She did develop an infection, and we switched antibiotics, and it seems to be doing the trick, because this was all filling up again, and it's not now. So that's very, very good. So we're hoping just with cage rest, really holding her, even when she goes outside, we have to really keep an eye on her, so that she's a puppy, so that she doesn't
Hurt
just
herself.
re-break it or disrupt the plate as it's healing, in the bone growth. But we're hoping she got to keep her leg.
Yes, she did.
She's
And you
going
were
to
worried about
live
that
a
for a
healthy,
while.
happy life.
Yeah.
And that's through the volunteers. We're all volunteers at the Arrow Fund. An example being Rebecca Kelly back here, and
Beautiful.
her boyfriend Vaden. They are excellent medical fosters, and that's something we can't do it without medical fosters. It takes a village.
And it takes a special kind of person to do that. Tell me about the process of just caring for her and taking her into your home, knowing that she's got these special needs.
Well, it is a big responsibility, but to be honest, as soon as they come to see us, we fall in love. So you end up caring so much for them that you do feel responsible for them, and that really helps with the process. You keep a closer eye. So the emotional connection there is definitely a key factor. Just I guess almost parental, motherly, if you will.
Absolutely.
Yes, and 3 people were fighting
With the
over
baby.
holding Olive.
The baby.
Yeah, and we found every one of us were out there rocking like the maternal
Yes,
instinct.
yeah,
We all
exactly.
were rocking,
And Catherine's got
side to
her 2
side.
daughters here, and she laid Olive across her chest, and
It's
Olive's
just-
eyes started to close, and the heartbeats were in sync, and it was just,
nap
look
time.
at her. She's just a precious infant.
She's precious, and all of them are. And I want to tell you this morning, I mean, luckily I'm in one piece, but I ran out of the house. We got a call this morning. A cat in Calhoun, Kentucky. Someone left one of those barbaric traps, like the barbaric traps,
Like a
leg
bear
traps.
trap.
Yes, and one of our babies right now. If everybody could think positive thoughts, we named him Calhoun. He's a beautiful, beautiful, lovely black cat. Then he's going to lose. Right at this moment. They are removing his front right leg. So we will need a very quick medical foster. So please contact us because we need a place for him to go and then an eventual inside home for sure.
And we're constantly worrying about fundraising for
Yes.
so many of these animals because the doctor's at Blue Pearl, and I'm assuming that's where Calhoun is.
Calhoun actually is being taken care of right now by Dr. Amanda Fowler Brown.
Okay.
But
Blue Pearl does
most
so
of ours
much.
are like she was at Blue Pearl until about 2 hours ago. Yeah,
She's so excitable. I'm really concerned about her
She's
overdoing
really
herself.
excited. Until about 2 hours ago, and she spent most of her time there since we've had her. It's been a pretty big case.
Yes.
Pretty big bill.
Yes.
Great doctors. And then we had another one named Tank that came in, emaciated, demodectic mange,
Yes.
horribly
Yes.
bad, and his right kidney is not working. So he now is in a foster home, but we have to keep him on antibiotics, give him some groceries,
Yeah, for sure.
and then in about 4 to 6 weeks, we're going to do a CT scan with contrast to see why his kidney's not working and that type of thing. And so hopefully we can fix that, and everything. And Olive wants us to.
Where
Olive says
can
yes.
people contact you if they want to give money or volunteer? Or,
We have www.thearrowfund.org.
Okay.
We also have a post office box, The Arrow Fund, Post Office Box 1127, Prospect, Kentucky 40059.
Okay.
And please join us on Facebook. It's just type in The Arrow Fund and like us.
that would seem like the easiest way because then they would get
and
information.
then, absolutely.
instantaneously.
That's where you're going to get the follow up on all the babies daily. We just can't.
The
Even,
updates are incredible, too. And
Yeah.
who was the dog who ate his own bowl and you had to remove tons of plastic from his stomach?
Poor baby.
Chopper.
Yeah,
And
that's
Chopper
right.
still is
Perfect name,
is still under our care. So we've got many under our care, and that's what we want. We go the whole 9 yards. We make sure he's at training because he was on a chain for 5 years of his life.
Oh, my God.
He was starved, body scale 1 to 9. He was a 1, the only number you can be and still be alive. So he didn't know he would be in, if he came right in here when we first got him, he would be on the table everywhere looking for food. He's hungry. So we needed to make sure that he knew a source for food and that he didn't really we wanted to be extra careful.
Yes, I understand.
And we didn't want him to go to a home with a child. He'll lick your face off. He's not aggressive, but with a peanut butter and jelly sandwich walking through. So that we have to really think these things through.
Sure.
And he is a lover.
I have a perfectly trained 100-pound lab Dane.
Exactly.
And my friend Lisa comes out of her house with a turkey sandwich in her hand. And the next thing I know, Brady's on his hind legs, swallows the turkey sandwich whole.
Yes.
And it's a good thing that Lisa loves Brady.
Exactly. But imagine a
Food
little,
does-
Brady loves
a
turkey.
dog that really is really that hungry.
Crazy starved
but
dogs.
Now he knows his food source. He's
Yes.
learning wonderful things. It's a great thing. But Chopper will be looking for a special home soon, and he's precious.
You guys do a ton of fundraisers for yourselves, the Arrow Fund, as well as for the animals. Now, I know that she's going to sleep. Look at her going to sleep. You had a fundraiser at the Village Anchor last night.
Yes, we did.
And I know a lot of people come out to those and you eat and you get a percentage of your bill.
we sure
goes
did.
To the Arrow Fund. What's
it's
the next
fun.
upcoming fundraiser that you
Well,
have planned?
the next thing that we're so excited about, we're at Bear Grass Christian Church, the farmers market. We're in as an alternate. We hope to be there many weeks. We're scheduled for 8 weeks. Our first debut will be May 18th. And so
good.
please come out and see us. We've got some new products. Plus, we sell Perfect Bakery cookies that are Kentucky proud. They're human grade ingredients, no salt or sugar. The animals just love them.
Wonderful.
You can eat them. Seriously.
would, too.
I think we should bring a bag next time. She can do the taste test, but
I've eaten spray foam because they told me it was safe. So maybe that's what's wrong with
Truth or
me.
dare. We
But
figured
it's-
it out.
But we're really excited about that, and we have some really fun fundraisers. I've clued you in on a secret that
Yes.
we're plotting. We've got
Something coming up later this year that we're all going to be
we are
involved
going
in.
to have a blast
Yes,
at.
we will.
And
If you guys need a band, we're
Hey.
okay.
Matter of fact, I want to come stay at that place for a couple of weeks. This sounds great.
I understand.
Rebecca, once again, you can get Rebecca Eves through the Arrow Fund online, on Facebook, through the post office box. Just go to the Facebook page. It's the easiest thing to do, and it's under the Arrow Fund. And Olive, the other reindeer, is not only being fostered by the best medical foster,
Yes.
Rebecca, that you can imagine, but she is loved by so many, and she's becoming the kind of mascot that Karma has been.
Yeah,
who
that's
is the
right.
other little
Karma was at our
peach.
fundraiser last night.
Yeah, and
He's doing
What an
fantastic.
amazing dog Karma is, who was thrown out of a car, tied in a plastic bag, and left to die, covered with everything that you can imagine. And these guys took him in, got him fixed up,
Yeah.
and saved.
done.
And that's what the
Yeah.
Arrow
Thank
Fund does:
you.
is they save animals that no one else.
We're
can
really
save.
proud of what we do, and we are all
proud of you.
volunteers. There's no one's paid, and I'm just proud of the people that work with us. And donations are our lifeblood, but the
They are.
community and other people in other states. I mean, we've had people do fundraisers for us in other states. You know, auctions. We're open to it all because our medical bills are great. Yeah. But we just want everybody to know how much we appreciate it and appreciate each and every one of you out there.
We appreciate you, and
Well,
I'm going
thank
to
you.
take a lovely picture of Rebecca and Olive together snuggling, and we're going to put it up on Facebook so everybody can
so
see
sweet.
how adorable she is. Rebecca Eves, Rebecca Kelly, thank you for coming in, and thank
And
you,
thank
Olive.
you all so much for letting us come. We love it here.
Well,
I don't
we
want to
love-
leave.
and you're gonna be back because
Yes.
we're gonna have you on a regular basis.
Yes,
and
I'm
we're
so.
just-
That's like that made me so happy. Thank you so much.
We're so
touched by
grateful
that.
that you can, and we love to rotate, all of the rescues possible. So anybody who's listening who wants to bring a dog in, a cat, whatever, we're happy to do that. But we're going to make you the anchor people because
Yay.
I want to know that you're going to be here on a monthly basis. Keep us updated on the
We sure
special
will.
cases of the
We
Arrow
sure
Fund.
will.
Thank you,
Wonderful.
Rebecca.
Bless you. Thank you.
Love
Thank
you
you to
guys.
everyone.
Love you, Olive.
Olive.
Bye bye.
Love you, Olive. You little precious. She just looked at you, Catherine. I swear, I think you're going to have to walk out of here
in
with her.
love.
But Carrie Morrison Schoaf is like, no.
All right,
She's
Carrie.
like, I've got my eyes on you. You're not taking Olive away from me. Goodbye, Olive. I love you. Thank you so
Bye,
much,
guys. Thank
Rebecca.
you.
Oh, Barb and Eddie. What a story, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Just give us 30 seconds of walking music while we get our next guest in, who happens to be Gary Sampson of the Kentuckiana Blues Society. Ready? Barb and Eddie.
Skylar, have you anything to say to me? Won't you tell me where my love can be? Is there a meadow in the mist where someone's waiting to be kissed? Oh, Skylar, have you seen a valley green with spring, where my heart can go a-journeying over the shadows and the rain to a blossom-covered lane? And in your lonely flight, haven't you heard the music in the night? Wonderful music, faint as a will-o'-the-wisp, crazy as a loon, sad as a gypsy serenading the moon. Oh, Skylar, I don't know if you can find these things, but my heart is riding on your wings. So if you see them anywhere, won't you lead me there?
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so
thank you.
much. Catherine's a singer too. She and her partner Herschel Zond have Sentimental Journey.
I just melted over here listening to you guys play. It's so wonderful.
It's beautiful. Thank you, Barb and Eddie. And we're going to remind you of where you can find them throughout the week. Now we have another huge celebrity in the house, Gary Sampson. He is in charge of the Blues Society here in Louisville, but he also hosts a wonderful show on Crescent Hill Radio. Talk to us a little bit about your show, Gary.
The show is called the Kentuckiana Blues Radio Show. It airs Friday nights from 8 to 9 p.m. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm probably one of the very first shows that started broadcasting on Crescent Hill Radio.
Kathy Weisbach
Very cool.
agrees.
She's nodding.
The very first
very
one.
first.
Yeah, she contacted me. I've been the president of the Kentuckiana Blues Society for about 8 years, and we've known each other for several years through a mutual friend. And she contacted me and said, "I know you've always wanted to do something like this.
That's right.
You want to host a blues show on Crescent Hill Radio?" I'm like, "Absolutely,
Nice.
I'm
Fantastic.
ready." And so I just had my 150th broadcast
Oh,
a little
congratulations.
over
Yay for
3 years.
150.
Bravo.
Wow.
I'm stunned that it's gone that fast.
Catherine sings a little bit of blues.
Please come out. You know, there's several blues jams around town. You can come out to Stevie Ray's on a Tuesday
I'd love
night,
to.
or the
That'd be
Pizza
so much
Place
fun.
in
Wouldn't that be
J-Town on
fun?
a Sunday, and take part in the jams. They're always looking for people to get up and
Sweet.
sing or to play.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Very cool.
The Blues Society is a well-established group in town.
We're celebrating our 25th anniversary this year. It was established in 1988. I came along, of course, several years after it began, but we really try to support the mission of the Blues Society is to